Oh, I forgot about my hand. That hurt.
Oh, fuck.
I forgot about my hand. Well, welcome back to the RPT podcast. This is episode 9. Again, Jaden is not here. He will continue to get roasted every time.
After another Nebraska loss?
Another Nebraska loss, so I think you were right. Every Nebraska loss, he doesn't show up.
Well, and college basketball starts next week, too.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Oh, yeah. Which, that reminds me, our special guest for tonight is a basketball fan. His name is Rob. You have heard him on the podcast last week. He is a KU fan, but welcome, Rob. Here he is.
Rob.
Yeah.
So now I got to deal with Eagles fans, Jayhawk fans, Nebraska fans.
Oh, no.
But we also have to deal with you.
I'm here.
Yeah. But no, we brought him in. He's been waiting to do it. We've been wanting to get him on this podcast.
Yeah, just haven't figured out a way to do a 4-person thing. But
Yeah.
we'd be able to make it work.
Yes, we will. So,
Welcome to the table, Rob.
yeah. Welcome
Happy
to
to be
the
here.
Room Pass Talk podcast. How you feel?
Let's talk some football, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we can just jump right into it about the Sunflower Showdown. Right, the Sunflower Showdown. Because that was a really good game.
Yeah.
It
I was
a really
happy I was a play ahead of him, so I could ruin everything.
Yep, you were.
I totally forgot. Well, what was weird is I was ahead of you.
Yeah,
And
once
then
I was able to start
Yeah,
watching it.
and then somehow it switched that you were ahead of me.
I will be honest, when I got home, I thought about not even turning on the game.
Really?
Yeah, because I was out to eat with my in-laws and stuff.
Yeah.
For my mother-in-law's birthday and my niece's birthday. And then all of a sudden, Brandy sits there, hey, what time is it? Then I didn't have my watch on. It was charging, so
Yeah.
of course my dumbass, I don't have my watch. I pull out my phone. Then it's 15 minutes past game time. Is exactly what I said to her. So I started getting on YouTube TV at the table, and she's, well, what time is it? 7:15. Turn it on, 34-yard touchdown run for KU.
Yeah.
I thought about just turning it off right then and there.
So when
Neil.
I put you guys in that group chat together, because I know you guys were both busy at the start of the game, so I was sitting here watching it. So I was like, well, I'll just try to do play-by-play, see how long it takes for someone to message, and I think...
Well, I messaged...
I can't remember what you said.
I messaged first before Rob, but
Yeah.
I can't remember what I said. I think it may have been when the safety happened.
Yep.
I don't know if I messaged before then or not.
Okay.
I mean,
But
I have my phone. I can take a look.
that game, I mean, like I told you earlier today,
Yeah.
I did not realize how close KU has been in every game, except for the game they blew someone out.
Yeah, it's horrible to watch.
It is.
They got the lead like 3/4 of the game, and then
Yeah.
they lose it in the fourth quarter. And
So
That's been awesome.
what Jesse likes to make fun of Nebraska fans, and that 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
Best 3-win
yeah.
team of all time.
the best 3-9 team or whatever it was,
yeah,
Well, they didn't lose any game by more than one score.
which
So they've always been in it. And so Kansas
you
right
hear
now are the best 2-win team of all
at
time.
the beginning of the game, the commentator said that.
Yeah.
He was like, "This is the best 2-win team in the country right now." And then I went back and looked at their schedules. I was like, "Holy shit!"
So I do want to bring up though the last time Kansas beat K-State,
2008,
I was
right?
12 years old.
Holy shit!
K-State's on a 16-game win streak.
That last game
So
last year was close as fuck too, though.
Mhm.
No, not last year.
Was it not last year? Or was it the year before
No,
last year?
year K-State beat the brakes off KU.
Did they?
Yeah, because I remember that because I was actually in Wichita
Oh, okay.
for a family Thanksgiving, and all K-State, like my cousin that played for K-State, is a EMT in Manhattan, and works their football games, and he loves it because, like, when he's in the ambulance, because if there's no game, like, injury that he has to take anyone to the hospital,
Yeah,
he just hangs out at the ambulance at field level and watches the entire game.
that'd be sweet.
But no, because we were all together, and my uncle's biological dad showed up in a KU freaking 3/4 zip.
Oh,
And he's one of those freaking K-State fans that roots for K-State in football, Kansas in basketball.
oh, okay.
I hate those fans. Like, you cannot do that.
And right number one in the nation in basketball right now.
Yeah.
My mom's the same way. She will root for Kansas basketball, and I hate it. I can't stand it.
But do they root for K-State at all in basketball?
They do, but
more.
But it's Kansas because they've been more the top tier basketball team.
They are ranked number one.
So
right now.
pretty much picture the J-Skers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Root for Creighton in basketball, Nebraska in football.
Yeah.
Even though Creighton doesn't have a football team.
Yeah.
But no, so we were all watching the game, and so that's how I remember that it was a blowout because I was with my.
When was Will Howard the quarterback? And they had KU had Ballard as their quarterback. Was that
Will Howard was the starter last year?
last
But
year?
I think he started 2 years ago against KU because Adrian's injury. And then he may have been the starter 3 years ago, too, when Skylar Thompson went out with injury, too.
Because after the game, I was like, when was the last? Because like we've always, I swear, like last game I saw, it was like KU was up 11 points at one point.
Yeah.
And then we just fumble the ball, throw interception. They catch up. Fourth quarter, we have a drive to get the lead again. Don't. K-State does get up. They win by 4 points.
So, watching the game, I feel like
27-31 was the score, or something like that.
Yeah. Watching that game Saturday, I feel like Daniels, he tries to do too much. I feel like he puts too much on his own shoulders.
He's a great quarterback. It's just whenever he, like with that fumble that we could have scored, we got the lead again.
Yeah.
So
had the ball out here.
Yep.
When he was running the ball.
I misspoke.
Was it last
year? K-State won 31-27.
And it was close. It was close.
Kansas has done a trifecta. They have put up 27 points the last 3 years against K-State.
Yep.
It was 2022 I was thinking of when number 12 Kansas State beat KU 47-27.
Yeah.
I mean, so the last 2 years have been close, and then 2022 wasn't, 21 wasn't, 20 wasn't, 19 wasn't, 18 was a 4-point game.
Huh.
Last year when we played too, but we were like 25 and you guys were like 21, I think.
Yeah, we were ranked 21. It doesn't tell me what you guys were, but now K-State still needs to win 13 more in a row to tie up the series, though.
Which is possible.
Oh, it is.
It's possible.
K-State's going to get the in-house recruits. They already got a 5-star, or they got a 4-star wide receiver that just now committed from Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Nebraska.
I'm going to tell you this. I was very impressed with that game. Very impressed. I'm glad we got on the mic and watched it.
I was at the zoo watching it, and everyone was telling me I looked crazy because I was like, first down! I went around and said, what game are you watching? Because Nebraska's game's over.
Now, that's how a rivalry game should be.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going to be torn next year because K-State still has another rivalry game this year. Farmageddon against Iowa State, last game of the year.
Yep. I remember that game last year because it was snowing there and we had to go push snow.
I don't want to remember that game last year.
Yeah.
It was in Manhattan, and Iowa State just steamrolled K-State.
Yeah.
But no, so it's just crazy because K-State and Iowa State, depending on what happens to BYU the rest of the year, they could play that game and then play again the next week in the Big 12 championship.
Mm-hmm.
And then go to bowl games, playoffs, and whatnot. But then the crazy thing is Iowa State, it's like Farmageddon's like the Nebraska-Iowa, Nebraska-Oklahoma. They're always the last game of the year. Except next year.
What's next year?
Week 0 in Dublin, in Ireland.
Dublin, London?
I have looked at packages for that.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me that.
I'm waiting for single season ticket or single ticket game or single game tickets for it to see, but I would love to actually go to that game. But I just don't know if it's going to be able to happen.
You'd have to start working on getting your passport now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be...
So, did you guys watch any other games on Saturday?
I watched... I can't remember the games. I mean, I didn't watch full games.
Yeah.
Because I had to leave to go to dinner and whatnot. Yeah. But I was starting to watch the Vandy, Texas game.
Which, I watched that game. The first half for Texas was awesome, and then the second half they just kind of shit the bed. Yeah. But they still came out with the win. Which, Vandy's a sneaky team. Very sneaky team.
Yeah. So, I did see something yesterday that kind of shocked me a little bit. The way the Big Ten is set up, then with the college football playoffs. So Oregon is ranked number 1 right now in the nation.
Yeah.
There's a chance that they can be ranked number 1 all the way up until the end of the year when the playoffs happen and not be in the top 4 seeds. And still be undefeated.
How does that happen?
So you got Oregon, Penn State, and Indiana in the Big Ten that are still undefeated.
Yep.
None of them play each other.
Oh.
So head-to-head matchups can't happen. So none of them can be a one-loss team.
Yeah.
They all play Ohio State.
Uh-huh.
Margin of victory over Ohio State. If they all go undefeated, it's going to be the tiebreaker.
Yep.
So Oregon only won by 1. Penn State plays Ohio State this weekend.
Yep.
So if they win by 2,
they
have the tiebreaker over Oregon. Indiana plays them here in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And if Indiana wins by 2, 3, and they all go undefeated the rest of the way, it'll be Indiana versus Penn State in the Big Ten championship because of the tiebreakers. Because there's no divisions anymore.
God, that's so weird. That is very, very weird.
And so then I'm thinking that they're going to start looking at doing like actual divisions.
Yeah.
But there's conferences are too big now.
Yeah.
They're almost damn near like NFL.
Yeah.
The conferences to where they're going to actually have to do North, East, West, South divisions or pods.
Huh.
So I hope that happens. So that will happen. So then to make it equal, all these top tier teams are going to have to get those non-conference games out. Like you can't do those.
Are you having trouble hearing?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was like,
that one has to be like halfway pulled out. I think we learned.
Can you hear now?
Yep.
How about now?
Yep.
Okay. No, this one's weird. I don't know why.
That's why I had like one earbud out and I was just listening that way.
But I don't know why it does that.
But yeah, no. So I thought that was kind of insane on a
that's so weird.
Different outlook of it.
But Oregon can still stay number 1, but not get the top seed.
Well, and they won't be in the top 4.
Yeah, the top
because the top 4 are going to be your Power 4 conference winners.
Huh.
Which one of the last projections I saw was K-State being the number 4 seed because they won Big 12.
Well, they got to get through Iowa State.
Well, they got to get through Iowa State, and then more than likely.
Oh, you brought it! Yeah. You brought it! Yeah. I was hoping you were going to wear it.
I thought about it.
But
I was like,
I love it.
I don't want it to go.
I love it because normally we have Jaden here and he's
goes on the Husker rant.
Yeah, which.
Sorry, Jaden, it's on your mic, okay? I apologize.
Did you see what? The Big Ten came out and said about that game?
Yes, the penalties that the Husker fans are
talking
about.
The play that they're talking about is
that first down run that I've seen it. It should have been.
But
the thing is
just saying
it was called. That's how the game was.
Yes.
There was other deciding factors outside of the referees that cost them the game.
Well, yes. And I'm not saying that's the reason they lost the game, but there were some
So
bogus calls.
Nebraska, Ohio State.
Yeah, Nebraska, Ohio State.
Husker
Yeah.
fans. But no, I will say this now. What episode are we in season 2?
This is episode 9.
Are we doing a third? Are we planning on doing a third season?
Yeah.
Nebraska will be playing for a Big Ten championship next year.
Yeah.
That's coming from me.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, look at Matt Rule. Year 1 sucks. Year 2 is better. Year 3 is incredible.
Yeah. Hey, you hear that? That's some hope for the Nebraska fans.
I will be rooting against them still. I hope I eat my words.
Yeah.
But
No, I didn't get to watch much college football this past Saturday, but I currently, for everybody, if you can see it on camera, I got injured.
Attacked by a coyote.
Yeah, I got attacked by a coyote, a pretty big one.
Coyote.
he thought he was a roadrunner.
Yeah, but no, I didn't get to watch much college football. I wanted to watch the Ohio State game, but I fell asleep during it. And then watched the Texas game, and then your guys' game. But that was it.
I had family over, so I couldn't really watch it that much. But KUK State, I watched that game for sure.
Fuck yeah. And we were on the mic on PS5.
Half
of
the
it.
fourth quarter.
Yeah.
My
Well, you were about half.
Well, I got on before halftime.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
I got on right when the dude caught the ball and tried to be slick and get his foot out of bounds for the kick out of bounds.
Yep.
But he has to remember his left foot was down before his right.
Yeah.
But can we swing that into the NFL real quick?
Let's do it.
On the 2-foot rule.
Oh, so I didn't...
So foots don't matter?
Yeah, so have you seen video of... was it Pickens?
I think it was Pickens. It was a Pittsburgh receiver. I want to say it was
in the back of the end zone, and then he had his foot down.
And he got his right foot down twice.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I did see that.
No catch.
Both your feet have to be down.
Both of your feet have to be the ones down.
But
your elbow, any other part of your body besides your feet that hit the ground outside of your feet and hands is a catch.
Yeah. Which, how does that make sense? Yeah. You can't have your same foot hit twice and it count. But
I thought the same thing when I saw that play, because I did see when he caught the ball, his foot was down.
Yeah.
Then he fell back one more, touched it again, and then fell out.
Yep.
But it was a good hit to push him kind of out of bounds at that instance, and his foot didn't have the momentum to step down.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you touched twice. I don't know.
If we want to go back to the Arizona Cardinals, Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl years ago.
Yeah.
On Holmes' touchdown catch.
Yeah.
Where his foot was down, and then his other foot was on the backside of the cleat.
Mm-hmm.
And they ruled that was the catch.
Yeah. See, how does...
Well, because they thought he had his other foot down. But there's been clear as day stuff that has shown that it's not.
Got you.
But they had a replay.
It was black on black on the backside of his cleats.
Yeah.
So you can't... They ruled it a touchdown.
Cleat color.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Well, and I said on the back of his cleats.
I know. But, no, I think we'll get into some NFL. Start by saying Rob did beat me in fantasy this week.
Did. I helped him draft the team.
While
all the chaos was going on in week 2 here.
Yeah.
On episode 2.
When we were trying to get Rob on the phone.
Yeah, when everything was going on, I kept my composure. And walked him through. I haven't helped him make any moves throughout the year, but...
So...
It's going good.
But before the Dallas... San Fran game, I was down,
45 points?
Yeah, I was down 45 points, and CD got me 39.
Yeah, so if we want to bring up that game, I was actually winning in my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Now I'm just in a random league, so it's not really that much fun.
Yeah.
You don't have people to talk shit to. But I was winning. I had nobody left.
Yeah.
They had Mason, Aubrey, and the San Fran defense. And they were projected to beat me by like 4.
Yeah.
I ended up winning by like 7.
Really?
Well, Mason went out early.
Yeah, he
and
did.
never came back because the backup, he was ready to go, but the backup actually was playing well.
And then the defense ended up giving up
24.
Yep.
And then Aubrey only had the 2 field goals and then extra points. So ended up sealing it for me. At least that was a bright side for me.
So, since we are
talking about
it,
I don't have much to talk about.
I want to ask you this. Is the season done?
No, because they're going to fight and play. They're going to win a game that they probably shouldn't win, and then they're going to lose a couple. I think they're going to split with Washington. They're going to split with you guys. They're going to sweep New York. And I think the Dallas is going to take the one in Philly. The way the season's going.
Nope. Not after what I saw this week.
I hear a bet coming on who's wearing a jersey.
Yeah.
Here comes the Philly.
I will never put a Cowboys anything on me.
Put some money on it.
No, they're going to end up doing something. They just activated Deron Bland off the IR.
I seen that today.
I mean, so the team's starting to come around, and I think they can possibly sneak into the playoffs. I think they're going to get hot at some point like they were last year, but they aren't going to go deep anywhere. It's going to be another letdown year.
Yeah.
It's going to be another anywhere from 18 to 25th draft pick.
So, why is Jerry Jones just in it for the money?
Yeah.
Because
if he wasn't in it just for the money, then he would actually bring in a GM outside of him and his son.
Yeah, it's wild. That old fart. He's have you seen pictures of him?
If he would just let Steven have free priority as a GM, I think the team would be better.
Yeah, I think so too.
But Jerry can't do that. He can't let it go. That's why they won't get Belichick this year after hopefully they fire Mike McCarthy.
Now, this is not the Eagles fan part of me talking, but Dak has to have someone else other than CD.
Yeah.
Because the reason I think CD just got me almost 40 points is because that's all he has.
Because Ferguson was the tight end. Ferguson, you probably could. If you have A.J. Brown, he'll take Brown.
Well,
I've been trying.
Actually, today at work, he's like, he wanted that trade.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, was that today or yesterday?
That was
I can't remember.
CD for AJ, and you turned it down?
I didn't turn it down. I'm just.
He said Worthy. He can have Worthy. I can have Worthy. I was like, nah. I'll take Lamb.
No, but
he's good.
Now the Cowboys, they're just gonna do what they do. I think Dalvin Cook's gonna end up being the number 1 running back.
Yeah.
I wish they would have gotten a little bit more action this week.
Was Dalvin Cook drinking alcohol on the sideline? Because he was kind of hiding it, and the way he sipped it.
I saw that live, and I turned to my dad, and I'm like, it looks like a 99-cent shooter. Like one of those vodka shooters.
Yeah.
My dad's, it's probably some like electrolyte thing, and I'm like, yeah.
But do you think he was holding it kind of weird?
Yeah, to like hide it. Yeah, it was.
Have you seen it? You pull it up so Rob can see it, because it's. To me, I was like, like during the game, I seen it the first time. They showed him sitting on the bench, and the way he was holding it, and it looks like it's this big. So it kind of was like, okay.
Or he just has some big hands, you know.
It could be, but man, the way he was holding it, I'm like, he's taking a shot.
Well, I would too. I mean, he even dipped his finger into it and like tasted it before.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a little sus.
Yeah.
It's a little.
I mean,
that's lime salt.
I mean, if it's tequila and like a margarita, I'd be all about it.
So are they doing what the Red Sox did back when Bobby Valentino was the manager?
Oh,
yeah. The Red Sox back in the day were drinking in the in the clubhouse.
Like the starting pitchers
Yeah.
that knew they aren't playing.
During the
We're
game.
going to be down there and having a good time.
It worked for Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Hey, win for us, and we're going to be hammered, ready to celebrate.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, even like Bugger from ESPN. I'm drawing a blank.
Who?
Bugger.
Booger.
He had the freaking cart.
The cart.
Yeah, when Jason Witten was an analyst or a commentator for Monday Night Football.
I'm drawing a blank too.
Yeah, Bugger McFarland.
Oh.
I mean, he's came out and said like that on cold days they used to do shots of whiskey before the game to kind of warm themselves up.
But that was back then. I feel like nowadays it's kind of...
Dude, if they can get a hot dog on the sideline, they can get some alcohol.
Yeah.
And if they can get some Sprite on the sideline, yeah, they can get whatever they want.
I know.
If Aaron Rodgers can take a Percocet on the sideline,
Yeah.
shot.
Oh, they just went into the blue tent.
Yeah. No wonder they pull it over and they're like, okay, just take this smelling salt.
No, and so like I don't want to like ruin my pick or what picks or not, but I was very tempted to take Atlanta this week, just because. Okay, if Atlanta wins, I got the pick right. If
Yeah.
Dallas wins, awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Dallas wins.
Is it? I can't remember. Is it in Dallas or is it
No,
in...
it's in Atlanta, so that's why I went with Dallas, because they're undefeated on the road this year.
No, they're not.
Oh no, not after Sunday
Yeah.
against San Fran, but they've played better on the road. They haven't gotten their ass kicked.
That is true.
They've gotten their ass kicked at home since the playoffs last year.
Yep. But, so I kind of want to get into the Diggs brothers have kind of made a little bit of headlines this week.
The ACL or what?
Well, Stephon Diggs, is it ACL?
Yeah, tore his ACL.
So he's out, which you told me that. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Trayvon made up with the reporter.
He did?
Yeah.
Did you
They're all
see?
good. There was misunderstanding, and
But he did say
Trayvon.
these nuts.
Yeah. And they swapped soups today, or swapped nuts today, actually. Yeah, not soups.
No,
They
Trayvon
actually-
Diggs got pissed off and
Yeah, I mean,
said these nuts as he walked back into the locker room to the
Yeah.
reporter, yeah.
then, so it's... But everyone has to understand, like, this dude is adrenaline filled, and the reporter's trying to get to him before he even gets to the locker room to actually dissect anything.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
after
And
a loss.
and he brings
and-
up a play that everyone's bashing him on online already
Yeah.
for like
They said he was
he
not
was,
hustling.
yeah, and he was anticipating a cutback, so that's what he was playing for. But he's done that quite a bit in his career.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been the most great tackler
Yeah.
Dallas has had on the outside.
Yeah.
But he's also coming off a torn ACL.
Yeah. So he's just a little cautious about it.
Yeah. Like, I
Gotcha.
can't blame him. His body isn't 100%. He isn't getting the interceptions. I thought he was, because week 1 against Cleveland,
Yeah. Yep.
he got a pick. And I'm like, all right, Trayvon's back.
Yeah.
But he still isn't getting targeted.
No. Not at
I
all.
mean, they're all still afraid of him. Now, DeRon Bland's back. So finally, those two are going to be starting on the outside
Yeah.
together.
Maybe this sparks something in Dallas, but
And I
Hopefully
think
not.
Micah might be back this week, too. So they get the pass rush going. They get the outside perimeter covered. But they still can't stop a run or...
I'm not gonna lie. It's the run game and the run defense is it's
terrible. Except
terrible.
when they played Pittsburgh.
yeah.
They
That
had to
one
figure
game.
out both sides on that game. But I
So
don't know. I'm ready to get off Dallas football.
let's go on to Stephon Diggs and what that might look for C.J. Stroud. Nothing, because he's got Nico Collins still.
Nico Collins, Tank Dell. I mean, you have to look at what CJ did last year
Yeah.
without Stephon.
Yeah, I know. Stephon is honestly, in my eyes, is a diva.
He's washed.
He's the most diva-ish wide receiver in the league, I believe.
No, he's washed.
Yeah, I think
it
he
was
is too.
between him and DeAndre, but then DeAndre at Tennessee humbled him.
Yep. And now he's with the Chiefs. But Anthony Richardson, we were just talking about before we got on. So it is not normal for a quarterback to take yourself out like that.
Nope.
It is not normal. Now you see other players do it, like defensive players do it all the time, but that's the defense. The quarterback, you're the leader.
Yeah.
You're supposed to stay in.
So I listen to ESPN radio on my way to work. It's on Sportsmanlike during that time with Evan, Michelle, and Canty.
Yep.
And Canty kind of went on a rant about it. Super Bowl winning defense lineman. He was a D lineman for the Cowboys, won a Super Bowl with the Giants, played for the Ravens.
Yep.
So, he's been around. But you're a quarterback.
Yeah.
If you're tired and don't want to throw the ball, do anything, so get it back in the huddle, make the play call that the OC gives you.
Yeah.
And then check to a run.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're still tired after that, check to another run. You know what? Still tired after 2 plays? Check to a run.
Yep.
And if you don't get it, you're punting.
Yeah.
There you go.
You get your break.
And now you can actually go to your offense lineman in the 4th down, like, hey, we need you guys. We got to toughen up, get it done.
So, Anthony Richardson didn't play much in college. He played, was it one full season?
I think 28 games total.
Yeah. But he looked flashy because of his arm and the speed. And he is big.
Yeah.
But he said he was winded. And he's the number 4 pick in the draft last year.
And he had an
injury.
Young.
He had an injury, come on.
An injury that sidelined him all last year.
Yeah.
And then he's also coming off an injury this year.
But how many other quarterbacks come off an injury and don't take themselves out?
Won't kind of go through the injury that he had.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like
what
it.
The injury had. Like, Rob looked at me like I was going to what kind of injury was it?
I don't know. But that's not good.
No.
I don't like it. And I'm kind of glad they got Joe Flacco in there because Joe Flacco is the light for the Colts right now.
Yeah.
It's about time.
But no, so you and I have been talking quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rob, what do you want to talk about? When we're online and we're playing, you can talk all this stuff about NFL, NCAA, or anything. So,
put me on the spot, man.
Yeah. No, so what? Because you sit there and say you don't know football, but when we're online, you're all about it. You know, like what's going on.
You do know football.
So I almost picked up Bo Nix from Denver on my fantasy team, but a team under me and waivers took him.
Got you.
No, go ahead.
He had a good game that last game in Denver.
He's had like 4 good games.
Yeah, well, like the first part of the season, he was getting shit on by the reporters and stuff, but he came out of it. And what was that thing that he had with the offensive coordinator too? Didn't he? Like they were trying to say that he was yelling at him or something.
He yelled at Sean Payton, the head coach.
The head coach. That's who it was.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
But then they come out and say they were just telling each other
they love each other or something like that.
Yeah. But Bo Nix,
he looks good.
He does look good.
I think like next year he'll be a fucking badass quarterback for the Broncos.
So they got to play Kansas City one more time this year.
Yeah.
How do you think that game's going to go?
I mean,
the first game actually, if I remember, it was actually decently close.
All Kansas City games have been close.
Except this last one against the Raiders.
I think the Broncos will pull it out for sure.
So Bill, one of our bosses at work, he's a Broncos fan too. Yeah, we'll see.
Are they going to be the first ones to do it in the series?
No. The Yankees are winning 4-0, and they just won last night.
In the second bottom of number 2. So, all right, but back to football though.
But he's a Broncos fan, Bill. This morning he comes in and goes, "Tyler, your Eagles they sneaked one by," and I said, "Bill, they didn't just sneak one by. They blew out." And then he goes, "The Broncos actually won." I go, "Yeah." It's like the Broncos are actually better than what a lot of people think.
Yeah.
And
well, without Russell Wilson, they're looking a lot better.
Yeah. But Russell Wilson is also looking
better with the Steelers.
Yep.
Oh, he is looking pretty good.
It is all about where you're at.
Yeah. I don't know. So Broncos haven't.
They haven't played the Chiefs yet?
Usually it's around Thanksgiving. I swear it's like usually around Thanksgiving. When I was a kid, at least, I remember every Thanksgiving we used to watch the Broncos and Chiefs game all the time.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving's on the 28th this year. So the Chiefs play the Buccaneers this week, and then and that's a Monday night game. But then next Sunday at noon is the Broncos Chiefs on the 10th.
Okay.
On the 10th, okay.
Island Party.
And then they play each other at the end of the year on January 5th.
Broncos.
Is that last game in Denver or in
It is in Denver.
Okay.
And it's a flex game, so they can play on the 4th or the 5th.
Flex games.
I wish I would have. I would have known probably like Monday.
Yeah.
Coming here, I would have got some refresher in my mind.
Yeah. No, it's all right.
It was last minute.
Yeah. And we appreciate you coming on. We've been wanting you to get on.
Absolutely.
But
so he is going to participate in our picks this week.
Yeah.
He probably hasn't made picks, but you'll probably go on the fly like Jaden does.
Well, also, he's going to participate in Lose-Ems, too.
Which I finally got a win. Tyreek Hill only had 6 catches, and I picked him under 10.
Well, we tied.
Well, no, I finally was on the right side.
Yeah, you picked.
Which I should be celebrating, but I actually got one right.
Yeah. But, no, let's talk about those Browns and Jameis Winston. Is Jameis Winston the answer for the Browns?
Deshaun. I'm not going to say Winston's the answer,
but Deshaun
is not.
Yeah, Deshaun gone.
So now they had a reason, and they just beat the Ravens.
Which no one saw that coming.
2% of the world saw it coming.
And they were all Browns fans. Yeah, they were all Browns fans. But what? Jameis Winston had 300-something yards passing?
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible game.
Yeah. So, back to fantasy a little bit. I put the Ravens defense in.
Yeah, so did I. 0 points.
Yeah, and I took the Eagles defense out. If I didn't do that, I would have won.
Hey, if I would have had Trey McBride, I could have won too. I mean, I could have had more points.
Yeah. But no, Jameis Winston is one of those guys that is just very cringy, but is a decent player. Like, have you ever heard him talk in interviews?
No.
He's just very. To me, it seems like he's trying to act a certain way for the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can we go on the scripted part of the NFL for a second?
Yeah. We got onto it last year a little bit.
So, why is it tight ends don't get much love?
Why is it?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden on National Tight Ends Day, which was this past Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Kelsey has not had a touchdown all year, and then National Tight Ends Day he gets one.
Yep.
George Kittle gets one.
Yep.
The two that run tight end, you both get them.
Trey McBride.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think by the afternoon games, I saw something that there had been like 8 touchdowns. So I even picked up Tampa Bay's tight end on my fantasy team because I've been riding with Kraft from Green Bay.
Yep.
And Kraft had like 17 points on my bench, but I got 29 points from Tampa Bay's tight end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so why is it that and it's been like the past 3 years,
that on National
Tight Ends Day, all these tight ends go off.
That makes me...
Even like Njoku got what's his name?
Yeah, David Njoku.
He got a touchdown too.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, George Kittle had one on Sunday night against Dallas.
Mm-hmm. So that makes me ask this question. Is the NFL scripted in a way, or is it the fact that on National Tight Ends Day, these quarterbacks are like,
They're
okay,
looking for him
yeah,
a little more, but I feel like you
Okay,
should always
but
be looking for your
Yeah,
tight end.
yeah.
I mean, they're the easy route to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Tony Romo and Jason Witten.
yeah,
Exactly.
Think about that entire relationship. Look at
Phillips Rivers and
Philip Rivers,
Tony
Antonio Gates.
Tony Gonzalez, right?
Yep.
Too.
yep,
Then also look at
Antonio Gates, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, Gronk.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of Gronk, just touch on baseball again real quick.
yep,
Did you see the
yep,
incident last night in the World Series?
yeah. So,
And did you see that?
yeah, he did.
What?
With
Mookie
the fans
Betts.
and Mookie Betts?
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Gronk has came out today and said that he's actually was college friends with the dude that got kicked out of the Yankee
The
game.
dude that
No
pulled the
way.
ball,
yeah,
the
that
glove
was pulling
apart.
the glove and
Makes
stuff.
sense.
So yeah, that I just thought that was crazy that I saw that.
And then, did you see how fast those two are on Barstool?
Oh yeah,
They're already on Barstool.
I remember I said that they're gonna become famous for something stupid they
Yeah.
did. And the guy next to him too was fucking grabbing Mookie Betts' hand,
Yeah.
and trying to keep
yeah,
him from
and so
cupping the
like
ball.
that was the big thing. So because when I got home from work, I go over to my parents' house, and it was a big thing brought up on Around the Horn, PTI,
Mm-hmm.
national news, everything like that, and it was just nuts. And my dad's like, "This is damn near like Malice in the Palace."
Yeah.
But he
Well-
doesn't agree. Like, I think that they should actually be banned from the stadium
They're just
banned
banned
from
from tonight. Yeah.
and getting refunded on their tickets, though.
Which he looked up the prices.
Oh yeah,
they're insane.
yeah. Well,
$2,000
no,
for those.
that's in New
Yeah.
York though.
Yeah.
In New York, in New York they were $500 at that spot.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
In LA,
In LA, the cheap seats
Okay.
for game one were like $1,200.
I think they're
Okay.
like 15 right now or something like
Yeah,
that.
they're probably going up.
Yeah.
But no, like, so they got kicked out of the game last night and banned from the game tonight, but they're getting a refund on it. Now I'm sitting there like, we're the home of the CWS.
Yeah.
If I were to just go run on the field during a game,
Mm-hmm.
I am banned from TD the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I can't go to CHI because it's the same security.
Yep.
Any, like, where that security works, any events, and I think they might do Baxter too.
Oh, shit.
To where, like, I can't go to any arena that is worked by that security.
Jeez.
But then
If I
those
were to do
guys
that.
in the World Series just get banned from one game
from
and
one
refunded.
game, and they got the
But-
refund.
And they touched the player,
Not even just touched him. They
interfered in the game.
They could have hurt him.
Yeah, I mean
could've
that
hurt him.
was like they held him there for a good 30 seconds trying to get the ball out of the glove. Then the dude even reached and grabbed his other arm.
Yeah.
Like, dude, whatever, you want to get the glove, I don't care. But once the other dude grabs his arm,
Yeah.
that's where it's like,
Surprised Mookie did just
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
I mean, but you
I
could,
mean-
and you're all the way up here trying to punch.
Which,
somebody.
Mookie's
no,
a nice guy.
in the Yankee Stadium, like, Mookie was on his feet.
Oh, was he on his feet? I
Yeah,
think he was on his tippy toes a
He
little
was,
bit.
yeah, I mean, he was on his tippy toes,
Yeah.
but the walls there and
I
that
got
part
you.
of the field aren't that high.
Got you.
So, I know we're talking about baseball, but I think it's okay because it is World Series.
And we got a Yankee fan.
And
here.
we got a Yankee fan.
Fuck Boston.
And,
Rockies.
that was a crazy play. Crazy thing that happened. But,
Are
so
we
my
gonna get
dad...
into the 20-year anniversary of the
So,
Boston.
yeah, that's another thing.
Well, no, are we going to get in the 20-year anniversary of Boston, Colorado? That was the 04 World Series, wasn't it?
How long ago that was?
Yeah.
Was it 04?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you,
Wait.
I was young.
you guys came out in, or was that 05?
So,
When
04,
Boston beat
07...
Yeah, so it was 04.
Yeah. Yeah, because 07 was the Cardinals.
So 04 is when Boston came back in the ALCS 3-0 down
Yep.
and won the ALCS, and then went on to beat Colorado.
In 4 games.
Yeah, so fuck you.
Hey.
You
Why?
want to say it too?
Hey.
Thank you.
You...
I'm sorry.
I know they're not getting swept, but they're not coming back 30 games.
Hey, if they do it, though,
Freddie Freeman. That dude.
he hasn't hit a bomb yet tonight.
No, not yet, but is he going to make
Verdugo
it
has.
7? Verdugo, oh.
They could coast.
Or no, Verdugo
Yeah.
hasn't hit a bomb. He's taken Flaherty out of the game, though.
Yeah.
They have room
And
to
so-
coast and
and so now
try to
that-
win it in LA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're pitching. I mean, they had a bullpen game last night. Their starting pitcher tonight's already out in the second inning. They don't have much bullpen pitchers to go through and then get into their starters. If the Yankees' bats are awake, my dad's picking the Dodgers in 6. He doesn't want to see it to go to a 7.
We'll
Jansen
see.
still pitch for the?
No, he plays for Red Sox.
Oh, does he now?
Kenley. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
When did that happen? Last year?
Yeah.
This year.
No, he pitched last season. He was the closer too. But yeah, which it's hard to see watching the World Series because Alex Verdugo was with the Red Sox. Now he's with the Yankees, and then on Dodgers there's Kiki Hernandez, and then Mookie Betts,
but Betts was years ago.
but he won a World Series with the Red Sox. But
The Red Sox fans are anyway. They're gonna say they won a World Series because they can't buy a championship, but the Dodgers, the Yankees can.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But no, can I go on a rant about my Eagles? Because you see I'm wearing
Go ahead.
Kelly Green.
I'm about to tap out.
We got the Kelly Green on the back on the lights. Now I remember last week you said that Cincinnati was going to win
I did.
because it was at home.
I did.
Now, yeah, the Eagles still haven't scored a point in the first quarter.
I didn't even see that. I didn't look to see if they did.
No, they didn't. So the Eagles all season long have not scored a single point in the first quarter. They're the only team.
I just remember looking at my fantasy and seeing that he had 5 points in the first quarter, and I was like, okay, there's no interception, so we're still good.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, bam, 35 points for you.
Perfect.
All I'm going to say, I'll say this. I'm wearing Kelly Green because the Eagles had 2 dominant wins. I'm excited. And it's Kelly Green week. But this was a very big game, and it proved that they have it in them.
Do they have it in them, or is it just that Cincinnati sucks?
But it is against Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. T. Higgins was out. And it was in Cincinnati, and they were wearing all white. They were all hyped up. It was a must-win for Cincinnati.
But it's Cincinnati this year, though. Who has won, 2 games?
3.
3?
Yeah.
So is that how you're going to react when Dallas beats you, too?
No, Dallas isn't beating the Eagles.
You don't think they're going to win 1 game against...
Not this year. Only because, obviously, I'm an Eagles fan. Eagles are on the up, and Dallas is kind of in shambles right now. Not saying they can't turn around, but they are in shambles.
You were saying that, too, because Eagles were on the up last year, and then
last
the end of the year collapse happened.
No, last year they started on the up.
And you don't think that any of the Cowboys offense players that were there with Kellen Moore want nothing more? I think that's...
Well, yeah, it's going to be a good game because it's a rivalry game.
Well, and the Cowboys players are playing for a bit to get them.
I don't know. Just saying, I'm pretty hyped about the Eagles right now. Pretty hyped.
Hey,
I'm always hyped.
Last year, too. And then that heartbreak happened.
We'll see.
I mean, Dallas is not winning the NFC East, so it's going to be another year that there's no back-to-back champion in the NFC East.
Hey, I could say Tyler gets all up whenever they win, but whenever they lose, he's like, I'm done with football for 2 weeks. Fuck
yeah, I'm done with it. Yeah.
I call him like, Tyler, how's it going?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not in the mood, bro. What do you want?
Yeah, he called me. I can't remember what game it was, but maybe it was a Tampa game.
Oh,
he called me, and I was pretty.
Oh, so like how you called me last year after the Cowboys lost to Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah. So reap what you sow, bro. Reap what you sow.
I was like, how you holding in there? Like, what do you want?
But no, it's
right, bro.
No, so, I mean, they're playing good ball. I mean, they have a good play scheme around with Jalen Hurts and the receivers.
I just think they're finding
Saquon.
they're finding some kind of identity.
No, I think Big Dom, though, is going to do something stupid and
No.
get kicked off the field again.
No, he's not.
And then that collapse is going to happen because that's right when it started. It's when they played the Niners.
And
When him and Greenlaw got into it.
yeah, and Big Dom got kicked out.
And then that's when the whole thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
So if Sirianni was smart, he would just tell Dom, like, hey, just back up like you aren't.
But, no. I'm excited about the Eagles. They got the Jags this week. And
so are you guys the new Cowboys fans? That's our year? And just have that letdown?
No. I'm not going to say it's... We won it our year, obviously.
Us.
Yeah, everybody hates us. But we don't care. But...
So, are you telling the Philadelphia officials to start lubing up the light poles?
I won't do that till the playoffs.
But let's look at what's happened to the city of Philadelphia in the past 5 years.
Yeah, I know. They've had their heart broken by every sports team in the past 5 years.
Every year, too.
Every year.
Sucks.
Yeah, the Phillies, the Eagles. Now, the Flyers, I don't remember if they've been good.
Yeah, no, they were in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Huh.
You're talking
in
about
the
that
Stanley
Hail
Cup.
Mary, though?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Well,
yes. You got to take your mid-podcast piss?
I'm about good right now.
Okay.
I mean, at some point.
I totally forgot about that.
I had that sit on top of my head, and I was like, bro, that shit was crazy.
Thank you for getting him off
I'm
Philadelphia.
so sorry.
No, it's all right.
No, don't apologize to him for shit. I know you work with him, and might still be above you, but guess what? He's injured.
He definitely is.
Flip that finger.
But no, that Hail Mary. Now, as NFC East fans, our teams are in the same division as Washington. We don't want Jaden Daniels to be good, and we're a little worried about the Commanders.
Yeah. Man, I was pissed. I watched the end of that game, and right when I saw the dude from Chicago go up with an open hand, I knew it was done.
Yeah.
Drill.
Because guess what?
Offense.
You know who caught that ball? For Washington? Noah Brown?
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Played for Dallas?
Yeah.
One of, the four that jumped with Dan Quinn?
Now, that's another thing I want to add. Let's talk about the Hail Mary, and then I got a question to ask you. So, that Hail Mary, though, that Chicago, I don't remember, what was his name, the rookie, that was clearly taunting the fans.
During, at the start of the play.
I love seeing him doing it, and you can see the receivers just sprinting down the field.
Yeah, and then the thing is, if he wasn't doing that, he'd be in a better position. He can go up for 2 and not 1.
Yeah.
And he took blame of it.
I know, but
he came out and said it. But it's like, dude, you cannot do that.
You can't do. I mean,
any level of football.
Yeah,
you can't do that. You have to be locked in.
Now, if you want to taunt, you got to wait till
it's over.
It's not over till it's over. But Jaden Daniels extended that play really good.
Yeah,
really good.
He's
got an arm, bro.
Well, I texted you, seeing if you watched it, and you said no.
Yeah.
Because you guys were online.
Yeah.
The announcers were talking about him not even possibly being in on that play. On if they needed to go to Marcus Mariota because of the rib injury.
Yeah.
To see it, they didn't know if Daniels
could do it.
Could get that throw. Because there was 5 seconds, 7 seconds, and they were still a decent amount away.
Yeah.
And they ran one more out route and got it. And then so they left Jaden in. But then he
made that play 13 seconds. Yeah.
And he would have thrown 5-10 yards from where they were before. And it came up short.
Yeah.
It was at the 3.
Uh-huh. But
then that player tipped it.
Yeah.
But the thing is how, as a cornerback or a safety, do you let if one of those guys get behind you?
I don't know.
I mean, how are you not at the goal line or the back of the end zone coming up after the ball is thrown, seeing where it's landing, making sure that there's no receivers that are in front of you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, how are our teams not onto that with how many Hail Marys have been completed?
Yeah.
How do they not have just some dude sitting at the goalpost?
I don't know.
And just see where the ball's going.
Yeah.
And just to be the one to go up, jump, and hit it down.
Yeah.
And if I see any of you NFL teams take that practice, I want credit. I want it called the Jesse defense.
Jesse defense. But did you see Chicago has, I don't know the technical term, but they asked the NFL to look at it because they said there's a bunch of holds on the play.
I don't really see it. I mean, whenever on that exact play, the pass rush was barely even there. He was evading them, but his line was keeping him safe the whole time. I didn't really see a hold.
Well, then you aren't going to call a secondary hold or pass interference on a Hail Mary.
Was it a secondary hold, or are they talking about on the line? Because I don't know.
I mean, either one, they aren't going to call it on a Hail Mary play. It's called a Hail Mary for a reason, which Cowboys invented.
Yeah.
Staubach, Drew Pearson, the original 88. But no, it's a Hail Mary play. It's a keep it up kind of play. Dyer.
Yep.
You aren't going to get them unless it's the dude's getting tackled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You aren't going to get the call.
Did you see how wild the fans were leaving the stadium?
Oh yeah.
What scares me about Washington is that now they have some hope.
Well, they have some hope in last year when your team played there. They almost took out your quarterback in the stands because they fell apart.
That wasn't last year. That was
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It seems like last year.
Yeah. I forgot about that. That's fucking wild. But
they're under new ownership, so.
Does was it Magic Johnson owning them?
No.
No. Who was owning them? Or part owner of the
I don't
Commanders?
know. There's a group of people.
Because Michael Jordan owns part of the Panthers, right?
Yeah, Tom Brady owns part of the Raiders now.
Yeah. Huh. I don't remember. I thought it was I thought it was Magic. I totally thought it was Magic. But
Let's see.
should we get on to our picks?
Or do we want to do pick them?
Or
Lose them?
lose them? We can do lose them first.
Yeah, I'd say let's do lose them first and add on the picks.
So, Rob, I can't remember if I explained you to how lose them work. This is kind of a game we made up.
I kind of get the gist of it.
So, it's
Josh Harris. The Commanders owned by a group managed by Josh Harris.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I was talking about. But Loseums is really over-unders. But the actual winner of Loseums is the one that gets it wrong.
Okay.
But
there's a gentleman agreement.
We have to try to win.
Yeah, you have to
try to
and
be
get it.
right.
So I haven't been right all year until this last week. That's why I was celebrating. But I lost.
Oh, I got you.
So, like,
because I was right.
Last week, Jesse picked Tyreek Hill to have under 10 catches. He had 6. So he was right. And I picked Justin Herbert to have under 3 TDs. And he has had he had 2. I've been correct in all my picks, but I haven't won lose 'em.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you can just like sandbag it to like, oh, that's not gonna happen. So,
which
I think he only gets 150 yards next game.
Give me the over.
But so since this is your first episode on in person, and first time I'm going to let you have the first pick, just because it's a new game to you, and we both won last. We both lost, but we were both right. I think this is a cool game because it confuses people.
I got you. It's confusing me.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So I will list off six items to pick from.
Okay.
And then you can pick from there.
Okay.
So the first one I have the Lions defense over under 5 sacks playing at Green Bay. So it is a division game. It's probably going to be a good game. And then I have Jonathan Taylor over under 50 yards rushing playing in Minnesota. And then Cooper Kupp over under 2 TDs at Seattle. And then James Cook over under 100 yards versus Miami. Joe Burrow over under 3 passing TDs versus the Raiders. And then Chris Olave over under 75 yards receiving versus Carolina.
I go James Cook. The rushing yards, I go under.
Under 100 yards for James Cook versus
Even
Miami.
though he's on my fantasy.
Okay.
I think he'll still get touchdowns even being under 100 yards.
But I honestly don't know what Miami's defense looks like. I haven't paid attention to them at all.
They've kept them close in games without Tua. I mean, there's been a couple blowouts, but that's not on the defense. The offense can't do anything.
Yeah.
Which I have to say that they have a K-State quarterback that played one game.
Yeah. Okay, so
you're going James Cook?
he's going James Cook. Who do you have, Jesse?
I'm going the easier route. Give me the Lions and under 5 sacks.
When I put that on there,
They don't have Aiden.
they don't have Aiden, but
No, it's...
so Jesse's picking the Lions defense
it's
under 5 sacks.
It's a divisional game with Green Bay versus Detroit. That offensive line is going to be fired up. If they had Aiden, I could see maybe 5, but damn, even if they had Aiden, I wouldn't say they'd have 5.
I just figured it's a division game. They'll be hyped up. Be a good game, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Is Jordan Love playing?
Yeah.
He is playing? Okay.
As far as I know.
Okay.
But even, it doesn't matter to me what quarterback's playing. Detroit's not getting 5.
Okay, so both of you have picked under on your picks. James Cook and the Lions defense. Now, when I make this list, I don't make it in a way of like to make it easier. I just kind of I go on the fantasy app and just kind of look at players, and then I'm like, okay, that guy or this defense, whatever.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go Joe Burrow. He's gonna have under 3 passing TDs versus the Raiders.
I was waiting for you to say over.
I almost said over, but I feel like he's gonna have a hell of a day with
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby. So we all pick unders. Now, he is a big dude.
It's a big fucking dude.
Very, 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 very.
No, he was in Mahomes' head. And so that was one game that I watched on Sunday,
Yeah.
waiting for Sunday night. You know how that song goes.
Yeah. Waiting all day for Sunday night.
I hope Dallas. I haven't looked at their schedule. I hope they don't have another Sunday night game. Dude, I fell asleep halfway through the third quarter.
Really?
Actually at the start of the third quarter, I fell asleep and then went to bed at the fourth quarter, saw what the score was, and didn't even turn it on. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Like, I had to be up early for work. Like, I'm not trying to get my adrenaline going, which it would have gotten going because at that point, Dallas was down 27-10,
Mm-hmm.
and the final score was 30-24.
Yeah.
So, yeah, your adrenaline's going to get going, like, are they going to get this comeback or not? And it just better for me when I have to be up at 5, not to be up till midnight.
Yeah. Yep. All right, I think we're gonna get into our pick'ems now. we're gonna name the games off this week. You just pick who you think is gonna win.
Sweet.
And Tyler's gonna have to go back and
I'll listen.
Oh, are you going to this time?
Yeah, I do. There's times that I don't remember what our lose-ems are, and I'll go back and listen.
And okay, but I do want to shout out Rob here because I'm bringing up listening and everything.
Yeah.
Rob is like our number one listener. He listens to it every day at work. Or not every day, but right when it comes out,
we listen to it.
He does listen to it.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah.
So.
But,
number one podcast. Subscribe.
Yeah. Please subscribe. So, this pick'ems, Jesse is currently beating me, and my brother just doesn't do it.
1 week, I think.
Your brother's and Caleb Williams wasn't brought up today too, so ain't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah. Which I heard Caleb Williams struggled against Washington's defense.
The game before you had a good game.
Yeah.
But your brother also hasn't been on since Justin Fields has been benched.
We have conspiracies about my brother not being on.
Yeah.
Nebraska losing, Justin Fields got benched, and he hasn't been back because my brother's a big Justin Fields fan.
And he also doesn't listen to the podcast, so I can say this because we made that bet, and he only had to do it for 1 week. I had to do it for 2 weeks, and then Tyler played into it that he had to do like the bet for 2 weeks with the K-State and
my brother
Dallas
forgot.
stuff. And I know. But so it's just like even making a bet, he isn't there. So
now he is getting a lot of shit, but I think he knows he's going to.
Yeah, he could be busy. All right.
Nah, he ain't busy. He told
podcast.
us. Yeah.
Getting him on your side.
I'll say here for things, but who do we all got for Thursday?
So tomorrow night's game. Halloween night. I don't know if we'll watch it, if I'll get to watch it or not, but I don't know if I really want to. The Texans versus the Jets, and it is in New York or New Jersey. I picked the Texans. 86% has picked the Texans over the Jets. Just so you know. The Jets look like shit.
I picked the Jets.
Ooh.
Picked the Jets. Aaron Rodgers. Hey.
That's the thing. That's the big deal right now.
Hey, you never know.
You never know. It is Aaron Rodgers, but
it can't be just with him doing it, but also
Devontae Adams.
You got other people you can pass it to.
Who do you got?
Stefan's out.
Well, you just said it'd be fine.
No, but it's Halloween night.
You telling me I'm the only one that picked the Texans?
Nah, I'm going Texans.
I was gonna say something's up.
Well, no, so I was
Halloween,
actually just looking up to see Halloween night because I want to say Nightmare on Elm Street is based in New York, but
is it?
I think I might be wrong.
Huh.
But no, I'm gonna go with Houston. I'm not gonna go on that much research real quick.
Okay.
And so we're going into.
All right, this next game is the Cowboys versus the Falcons. This is in Atlanta. I picked the Falcons.
Yep.
I picked the Cowboys last week.
Yeah, I'm on the road. Give me my boys.
Okay.
I'm going with the Cowboys for sure. Dak Prescott needs a fucking game already.
He does, but I don't know.
Kirk O'Chains ain't gonna swag surf this week.
They're swag surfing for sure. All right, Miami versus the Bills. I got the Bills. This is Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is having an MVP type season right now.
He is. Did he turn the ball over last
year? He had one pick.
Did he?
He finally had a pick.
His first one?
Yep.
Give him Miami.
For real?
Yep.
Who do you got?
I got the Bills.
You got the Bills?
Yeah.
No, I'm probably gonna regret it. I just switched it because I did pick Buffalo.
This is in Buffalo too.
Give Miami. That defense isn't gonna get to Tua. I don't think. I think that offensive line's actually like.
Well, yeah, Bills'
being
defense is kind of
hold.
yeah.
Like you do everything that you can. I don't care if it's a hold, but you protect Tua. And I think Tyreek hasn't had that like outbreaking game yet this year.
Yeah.
And I think this one might be it. I'm
Picking
probably going to be
Miami.
wrong.
The 2-5 Dolphins over the 6-2 Bills.
I'm going with a 6% pick right now.
All right.
I like it.
Bold. The Raiders versus the Bengals. This is at home for the Bengals, and the Bengals are 0-4
Yeah,
at home right now.
Cincinnati.
I picked Cincinnati.
Fuck it, give me a Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
Pick to a 6%.
I'll never pick the Raiders.
You're being bold tonight, Jesse. Is this the week that I might take it over?
No, because you're already gone a whole week. I'm not throwing that many curveballs.
The Chargers versus the Browns. Now, I almost had trouble picking this one, but I picked the Chargers.
Yeah, I was going to go with the Chargers for sure.
Because
the Browns. I'm running with Jameis. At home in the dog pound. It's not like the Chargers are that good.
Yeah.
Cleveland just took out Baltimore.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not going to lie. I'm picking the Chargers because they have Herbert, don't they?
Yeah.
That play.
Oh, yeah.
Try to gator roll his leg. And
Yeah.
that number 75 coming. I love that shit.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that, too.
That was crazy.
Did you see that, Jesse?
He tried to, it looked like he tried to, rip his leg. But, I mean, in the route of a tackle, but you're on the ground already and you're still rolling with
And
his
you
leg.
can clearly tell that, he doesn't have the ball and he plays away from him.
Yeah.
So it was the Saints last week.
Mm-hmm.
The player, I don't remember who it was, had Herbert by the ankles, and you can see him gator roll with his ankle. And then Herbert falls, and he goes, "What the hell?" I don't even know if they called a flag on it.
They did. Because after the lineman came and fucking held the dude down by his...
Oh.
It looked like he was, choking him out.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah.
I kind of almost
That's their job.
think it's the same guy that it looked like the same player that almost spit on Devontae Adams when the Eagles played him. But Saints are a dirty team, and I'm going to say it. So if they're Saints fans, a.k.a. my lady's dad, he's a Saints fan. They are dirty. But so Jesse's going with the Browns. You and I got the Chargers.
Yep.
All right. This game.
Are we going to be different again?
This game was kind of a shitty game. The Patriots versus the Titans. The Patriots did just beat Aaron Rodgers, but I picked the Titans because it's in Tennessee.
Yeah. Give me Tennessee.
Okay.
Give me Will Levis.
Yeah.
I'll take the Patriots.
They got Drake May.
You going Drake May?
Actually, no.
Or no, he's hurt.
Yeah,
so Jacoby's starting again.
Yep, Jacoby Brissett.
So, the one that has the 2 out of their 2 wins with Brissett,
Yeah.
he's going with.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
I might want to switch that pick.
Jesse, you're being bold this week. I feel like I might take it over. You might.
But you really think I'm going to go with your dad's team here?
So, the Commanders versus the Giants.
Washington, instead, I'll never pick Washington. But
Wait, I feel like you have to on this one. So, Commanders versus the Giants. This is in... wait, how are they going to do that? The Jets are at home. Oh, because it's a Thursday night game.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the Jets, the Jets and the Giants...
Share Stadium?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But both New York teams.
Yeah.
They play in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They both play at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You have the New York Jets, New York Giants. Sure,
Playing in New
Stadium,
Jersey.
MetLife Stadium, but they're in New Jersey. So the Buffalo Bills are the real only New York team.
Yeah. It is true. But I'm picking the Commanders over the Giants. Sorry, Dad, but your Giants don't look good.
Yeah, sorry, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm going Washington. I wanted to go to New York, but if we could get your dad on the phone right now, he might sway me to it, but...
No, he won't. He'll be like, you're right.
I'm picking the Giants.
You're picking the Giants?
Yep, that's right. Oh, shit.
Rob's going with the 5%.
Hey, we got this, Paul.
Okay. Okay.
That's
the Giants.
bigger than my 6%.
Yeah. Yeah. The Saints versus the Panthers. Saints. It's
Derek Carr's coming back.
Yeah.
CJ's playing.
Yeah, the Saints.
Or not
the
CJ,
Saints too.
Bryce is playing.
Yep. You got the Saints too?
Yeah.
All right, Rob.
Here we go.
We got the Broncos versus the Ravens.
The Broncos.
In Baltimore.
In Baltimore.
Broncos.
Okay.
Baltimore.
You got Baltimore. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I feel like that's the safest bet. But they did just lose to the Browns.
It's the safest bet, but is it right? I don't know.
The Bears versus the Cardinals. Now, this was a hard one for me because the Cardinals are Cardinals are another sneaky team.
They're hit and miss.
Yeah.
They're going to win games that they should win. They're going to lose that they shouldn't.
Yeah. But I did pick the Bears.
Down with the Bears.
Okay.
Going with the Bears too.
Okay. Now, I don't like Caleb Williams either, but
I don't mind him.
yeah.
I think you got to respect his game.
I'm starting to a little bit.
I know he came out cocky, like you said, but
Mhm.
being in the NFL, you're like, how many players play in the NFL?
I mean, he was already humbled at USC.
Yeah. But like, what was it like when he came into the NFL? That's where his like demeanor. Or
Hey, so when he got drafted that night, he texted the puncher that got drafted for the Bears.
Okay.
You're not going to be doing that much here.
The Bears expect someone to be that cocky if you're taking number 1 overall.
Yeah.
I mean,
know.
you kind of expect that, but I mean, he already showed that he's been humbled. Not last year, but the year before when he won the Heisman, and there was Max Duggan, and there was 2 other quarterbacks that were all in the Heisman candidacy, and he won it. But everyone else was in the playoffs. He wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he showed it. He shouted them out and like, hey, yeah, I wish I was where you guys were, not where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's shown he can be humble, and that what this game matters. That's why I don't know why you and your brother hate him so much.
Well, like I think, and then going to Chicago and playing for the Bears too, like
They've never had that franchise quarterback.
They need someone to stand out because if like what's their history best quarterback is Jay Cutler.
No,
Was
Jim
it
McMahon.
Is it Jim McMahon? Okay.
Yeah.
Both of them have never have been great.
Yeah.
I just seen something about like stat wise, like I don't know if it was
Stat wise, probably Cutler because there's more games and
Okay.
Jay Cutler's also in trouble.
yeah, DUI.
Yeah. And he had a gun with him.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah. All right.
Smoking Jay Cutler.
The Jacksonville Jaguars versus my Philadelphia Eagles. I got my boys in green. The Eagles.
Which one?
They
both wear green.
No, it's more of a blue.
They wear a seafoam green.
It's more of a blue.
It's a seafoam green.
I swear that's a blue. I got the Eagles.
Because they're wearing Kelly this week.
Yeah, Kelly Green, baby.
And I fucking had it on, and I didn't even know that they were wearing Kelly. I would not have worn it. I would have kept my Cowboys hoodie on.
This is also in Philadelphia.
Jacksonville.
For real?
The way he looked at me, yeah, Jacksonville.
No, fuck it, I'm riding with Rob.
Okay.
Because guess what? You can't make me carry bricks or push broom.
Hey, I'm not in his crew, so he can't either.
Alright, I see.
I'm going to regret it, but that'll be my biggest upset ever with 3% picks.
Come Monday when it rains, he's going to be like, Rob, you're sweeping the whole freaking shop. I'm like, fuck you, Tyler.
No, don't do it. Call me.
Jesse, guess what he's doing?
Alright, the Lions versus the Packers. This is in Green Bay, but I got the Lions because it's the Lions.
Give me Detroit.
Yeah. Detroit is on fire.
I'll give me the Lions too.
I think it's a Ep9 Ep9 Super Bowl.
I like that.
Did I confuse all our listeners?
No, I totally got you.
Yeah,
Kansas City
Ep9.
and fucking sorry. Jack.
Kansas City, Detroit.
Detroit, yeah. Sorry.
I just wanted to say it's going to be someone that I'm not too happy with, and maybe Ep9, but well, I'll say no, not Little Uzi Vert. I don't like him, but you know who I'm talking about from Philadelphia that just got caught up with the diddler.
Oh
yeah, Meek Mill.
I don't pay attention to the rap game. I listen to my music that I like. And that's what I listen to. I don't listen to nothing new.
Meek cheeks clap.
Yeah. The Rams versus the Seahawks. This is a divisional game, but I got the Rams.
Give me the Rams. They're healthy.
Yeah. They got Cooper Kupp back.
Well, and Puka.
Yep.
Which pissed me off because Puka was on my bench last week and got 18 on Thursday night.
Yeah.
You said the Seahawks, right?
Yep.
I think the Seahawks.
Huh?
DK Metcalf's finally gonna have a good game.
Do you think him or Tyler? Think Tyler Lockett?
No, DK.
Yeah.
Okay. The Colts versus the Vikings. I feel like this is an easy one. Well,
Sunday night.
I don't know. Joe Flacco.
Minnesota's coming off 2.
Yeah, they're coming off 2 losses.
Flacco's going. That defense is gonna have to step up though. Being back at home.
Yep.
Give me Skull.
I got the Vikings.
I got the Vikings.
Okay. And then the Monday night game. As much as it's the Bucks versus the Chiefs, I picked the Chiefs. As much as I don't want them to go undefeated, they're finding wins.
Yeah, I picked the Chiefs.
They're finding ways to win. But and the Bucks are still injured. So
yeah, I mean Godwin's not coming back.
Yeah, Chris Evans. I don't know what he's.
One, I have Mike Evans.
Or Mike Evans. Yeah, I said Chris.
He has a hamstring.
Chris
injury.
Evans.
So I mean, as a number 1 receiver with hamstring, that's tough.
Yeah.
Has he done that much this year, Mike Evans?
Oh yeah.
Has he? Because I picked him last year, and last year he was good as fuck for me last year, but I didn't see anything for him this year. He is doing really good.
He was my first round pick.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
He's like, hell yeah.
And now he's on my IR. But,
oh, okay.
But no, he's getting older.
Yeah, he is.
But down in the red zone, he's the go-to guy.
Monster.
Yeah. So, Rob, what'd you think
What, about the podcast?
about the podcast?
Fun?
Yeah.
I didn't talk very much, but
It's alright.
I'm trying to...
That's alright. Like, the very first episode last season, it was just me. You could barely hear me.
Oh, I remember the first episode.
Yeah.
I watched
Well,
it.
and then
I listened
even
to
the
it.
same for me.
Yeah.
I mean, coming in,
Yeah.
at least I was able to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And so I was nervous. It was like, I'm on the script, like, hey, what are we going over, doing this? And now at this point, like, I might text the night before if I have something that I want to talk about, or, hey, what do you guys want to talk about? But me being a Cowboy fan this year, there's not much that I really care to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except K-State escaping from that win last week.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was going to be a big subject, but at this point, it's just the flow.
Yep.
Like, hey, we all pay attention to football. We know what's going on.
Yep.
And it's, at that point, that's where we just go.
Yeah, I got you.
Which, also, at the end of last week's episode, I brought up how I'm in the works of starting another different type of podcast.
Yeah.
I want to be able to have that up and going by probably the week after Thanksgiving. But Rob is excited about it. Jesse's excited about it.
I could talk about random stuff. You know me.
I know.
I could talk about
I
random
can
shit
talk all fucking day long.
Yeah. So
I mean, I typically might go through a 12-pack during this.
yeah.
I mean, give me a case.
We'll need a 30 rack.
Yeah.
But noses, what's up with that?
I
bro?
plan on doing it. I plan on
Something
doing that
stupid.
podcast during the weekend, just so I can relax a little bit more, since I won't have to work the next day. But yeah, I think this is a good episode. We're happy you came on.
Hey, I'm
We're
all
glad.
game.
Yeah, it's a little different, but it's I enjoy it.
For sure. I mean, I'm just trying to get used to it. You know what I mean? But
No
I'll be
worries.
back on for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Jaden got a lot more facts than I do. I'm just sitting here like talking about what I kind of know.
But hey, I love my brother, but sometimes he doesn't let me talk.
Hey, I'll let you talk.
Yeah. But alright, I think that's gonna do it for this week's episode. Tune in for next week and go Birds.
Yeah, go Birds.
Go Cats, and how about them Cowboys?